Hello everybody, it's August 17th, and in the next 15 minutes we are going to be looking over the most recent pullback in the crypto markets, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the big ones, and what that means going forward. So stick around. Alright, good night. It is August the 16th. It's actually a recap because it's a bit late from August 15th. But we saw a pretty sharp pullback with some of the cryptos. Saw the 50 moving average break on a few of them. And I'm looking at XRP right now just to give you an idea based on my analysis where I think we are right now and what we should be expecting and looking forward to do. So as you know, I'm looking at everything with the Elliott wave theory in mind, and based on what I can see since the correction and this consolidation, and now we have the start of this push up back to the previous highs, which we're very close to. When I look at it, I would see this as a major wave one, but also within that wave there are smaller waves. So this is a major wave one of 5 for this new trend, if indeed it continues and establishes the trend properly. Because for this to establish a trend, we needed to make higher highs and higher lows. Right now it's still pushing up to make that first higher high. So now within this trend, I see us in another 5-wave pattern. This wave being the first one. I have them counted out, the second wave, the third wave, and so right now I think we are in a 4th wave correction. Now, until the 5 waves are completed, the corrections only are a part of the most current wave, or the previous wave. So this wave 2 correction was only a percentage of wave 1. This wave 4 correction, if indeed this count be correct, will only be a percentage of wave 3. Once the wave 5 is completed, the correction will be a sum of all 5 waves. So for right now, our focus will be on this wave 3 move. And so if indeed we're in a wave 4 correction, we pull the fib from the base of wave 3, right around there, to the top of wave 3. And so we see our key levels. We see that the 23.6 was broken, which activates the trend. Anything prior to this is not necessarily considered a major correction. But it has been broken. We're on the 4-hour chart right now, so we see a wick and another wick is forming, and it just, unless it comes down more, for right now it's still sitting over the 38.2, which if it does go up from this point, it shows that there's still strong momentum in the market. I'm going to pull up the volume. We can see that since the start of this move up, right over here on July 20th, volume has grown and grown and grown, and we've seen more volume in the past week. We've kind of seen double the volume in the past week in some cases than the whole start of this move. So it means that interest is increasing. So with that being said, we see it moving up. It hasn't touched the 50 moving average. on the 4 hour, it's still right around the 21. And based on the fib, we may see it, we could potentially see it, even though I don't think it'll go that far. It could potentially come down to the golden zone, the 50 to the 618 retracement levels, and then continue going higher. But I wouldn't be surprised if, this is the bottom and this is going to continue going up. If indeed this be a wave 4, if we get in a little closer, I'm going to take the fib off just for clarity. Get that out of there. If we go in a little closer, we know that our corrections are often in 3 waves. A, a B, and a C. So, could be wrong with this, but this could be our A. This right here could be our B wave, and then this extension down is our C wave. Now, something interesting to note is it said that the C wave is usually the sum of the A wave. So if we measure the A wave and we drag that to the top of B, right around there, well, it's definitely broken that. It's definitely broken that. But for right now, what we can do, if indeed this is a C and not 1A, because this could also be an A, which would mean that we still have a B wave. I really don't think that's going to be the case, but it would mean that we still have the B wave, and then we would have the C wave. And if this is indeed A, the sum of A would then be, and if this is the bottom of A, the sum of A would be that, and wherever B goes, we'll see something like that before it shoots off. But I think this is A, B, and C is finishing up, and then it's going to start taking off. So one thing we could definitely look at in the extreme future is a break of this trend, which it's trying to do right now. So see if it breaks that trend and starts pushing higher, or if it'll drop some more. So that's XRP. We still see a lot of momentum. Shiba is sitting strong up high. Dogecoin had its nice pullback. You could also put a trend on that. And with that being the case, Dogecoin has already broken the trend line. Nice bounce. Well, that's the 1 hour. But that would be a nice bounce from the 21. And as we could see so far, other than this right here, Dogecoin has not broken or stayed underneath the 21. So far it has not done that. We have a nice wick, right there on the 4 hour. Look at a few others real quick. BitTorrent token sitting strong, staying up high in the consolidation, waiting for a breakout. Cardano, same thing. A, B, C. It's currently breaking that trend. I could already see it. Stellar, A, B, C. This one also breaking the trend right now. These ones have already recovered. Binance Coin and crypto token, crypto.com token. Bitcoin, bouncing from this support right here, and it's broken its trend and creeping back up. On the 4 hour, it just sunk under the 50, and I had this trend line set up to see what it would do. I had a feeling it would come down to test this trend line, but I pulled it across these lows and it came down, kissed it, and now it's pressing back up. So we just got to see what it can do. The candle still hasn't finished forming yet on the 4 hour, so we got to see if it makes a new high, if it takes out this high right here. So we're watching this, see if it breaks through that high. So baby steps. Ethereum is pretty much identical to Bitcoin. Litecoin, however, is still similar. Little bit more momentum, maybe you would say, on the Litecoin. Litecoin, nice bounce off the 50 and pressing up. It's just so much momentum in the market. Ethereum Classic, strong retracement to the 50, but so far a nice bounce, but we do need to see a close on this candle. This would be a nice wick, 2-wick candle right here on the 4 hour. So let's see on the 1 hour if it gets through. We see the sell signal on the 1 hour with the cross of the 50 and the 21. But you know, you can't just go off of one confirmation. So we're watching to see what it does from these levels. It's bounced off of the 100 moving average. If we pull a trend line, you know, we're looking at something like that. So we just got to see what it does. Yep. And that is it. That is roughly about it. So yeah, it's just a wait game to see what actually happens, if this indeed is the bottom, and now it's going to continue going up to retest these highs and then hopefully break through. But however it plays out, if we do stay in this upward trend, whether it comes down to the 50 and then pushes up higher, or if this is it and it keeps going, we are expecting wave 5, which I believe wave 5 will take us through, if not to the previous highs. So wave 5 will be something like that. You know, then we will see a correction of the overall move. That correction could be, which would freak a lot of people out, that correction could be as low as the 78.6, which is way down here. So if price rallies here on wave 5 and is rejected, it would be great to see a break. But just based on, you know, rules of market structure, it could push all the way back down to here, believe it or not. Well, if it goes that high, you know, it all depends on the high. But if it makes new highs, depending on how high it makes them, you know, price could come anywhere down in this range. You know, which would give, you get out at the top, they give you a nice opportunity to make another 100%, you know, in the correction. So right now on these impulsive up moves, it is just so much momentum going on. So much momentum going on. That based on the kind of trading that we're doing with these swing trades, we're not jumping out at every curl of a candle. It doesn't make sense, because you go based on how you feel, without waiting for proper confirmation. You know, by the time it confirms that it's dropping, so it retested, it came up, so maybe your earliest exit would have been like right around here. So you would have, and if you time the bottom perfectly, which you won't probably, by the time this breaks to confirm that it's trending back up, like, what did you have a chance to make? 2%? So that's the thing, when you consider waiting on the confirmation for the sell and then waiting on the confirmation for the buy, you don't really get much. There's not much to get because the move is so small. So while it does look good when you do it like this and you say, oh, I could have made another 20%, in reality, it's not how it goes, because you had no real idea knowing that this was a high. Maybe you could have counted some waves in here, like wave 1, 2, maybe this wave 3, 4. Maybe you could have counted this as a wave 5 and gotten out. Could have probably done that, if you were really on it, but it's still a risk because we don't know for sure when the market has this much energy behind it, what's going on. So that is it.